Hi everybody, this is the pool I have. It's a Summer Waves Elite 14-foot pool. It comes with the, let's see if I can zoom in here. I got the tripod on, so it's a little difficult to maneuver in here. It's a Type C filter that it uses. There's the skimmer that this pool comes with. So I don't use the filter. I actually went out and bought the this Intex sand filter, model number 28647EG. Hopefully, I don't know if it can be seen or not, but there's the filter, sand filter. I think that was the Walmart number, the 287. This here says model SF701110, and I guess the other number was the product number. So real quick, here's my setup. Sorry, my camera went out on me. There we go. I'm trying to do this in my garage. There's a lot of background noise from the traffic. Let's see if I can set this up. So you can see everything. So it's kind of difficult. So this here is the valve that I've seen a lot of videos on people that have you know, did things to their pool, like cutting the liner out and putting different things in there. I didn't want to have to do that with my pool, so so here's the pump part of the pool that I have. So it's just, you know, I think a regular pump. My sand filter is right out there outside the garage. So so here's the pieces that I have. So hopefully you guys can see them. Sorry, not very good at doing all this. And my camera went out again. So these are the pieces, main pieces that I'm using. So I know I'm probably going to get a lot of crap for the video on this, but sorry. So this here, I'm trying to check the video, see if I can see myself. Alright, so this here is a union that, I know it's terrible lighting in here, but I had to close the garage for the traffic noise. This is a union that I bought at, I don't know, Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two. It's 2-inch union. I forget how much money it is. It's probably, I don't know, maybe 10 bucks I would say. This here is just a part that you can get at a pool place. It actually comes in this kit right here. I got it at my local pool place for $10.95. I've seen Namco charge outrageous prices for this stuff, but it just comes with two of these adapters here, 2 gaskets, and a roll of Teflon tape. And again, my camera screen went up, so I'm gonna have to keep doing this. So that's this part here. So there's the union, this adapter, I guess, if you will, connection kit. I got this at my pool place, but you might be able to get it at Home Depot. It's a it's a threaded T. It's 1.5 inch female pipe thread. So it's threaded on all 3 sides. And that was $9.95 at my pool place. Depending on your region, it might be a little different price. This here I got the pool place too. This is just one of those adapters, the gray thing, so that doesn't come with it. But it's this nice ball valve, very easy to turn ball valve. I was going to try to use the ones at Home Depot and Lowe's, the ball valves they have there, and they were very hard to turn. They're big handled. I found this, it was $21.95, a little pricey, but it fit what I wanted to do perfectly with this T. So I got 2 of these. As you can see, there's the second one right there. Sorry, put my screen back on. And then I got another one of these. I'm probably gonna end up buying another one of these kits here. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Yeah, you can. Of these. So right now I have, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 of them now. I'm probably gonna buy another set. I have probably a 6th one somewhere else. I'm not sure where it is right now. But you probably need at least, I want to say 5 or so for the setup. You'll figure it out once I get through the whole video. So anyway, so that's going to be pretty much just the And the reason I'm doing this is because this part here, this ball valve, is going to actually be to go to my, it's going to go to my skimmer on the pool to do the normal pumping of the water, of the or filtering of the water. This one here is actually, I wanted a dedicated vacuum instead of using the skimmer. The pool I have comes with a vacuum plate, and you got to put in the skimmer, but you got to have it in there, and then you got to turn the pump on so it takes right away. Otherwise it'll just float up and then it just gets screwed up. So plus it's just it's starting to cave in a little bit, so I'm not trusting it anymore. So I wanted a dedicated vacuum so I can shut this ball valve off to do the normal filtering of the pool, and then I just open this one up and actually have a dedicated vacuum. So so I'm gonna pause the video now. I'm gonna put this to actually maybe I'll just put it together while you guys are watching. So, but all this is, the union here is gonna actually, you can see it in the video, can you? Yeah. It's just gonna go right onto the pump here. The connection that's already on the pump. So you just kind of screw it on there, nice and easy. So I'm not going to screw it on there now. I'm just going to put it all together so you guys can see it all together. So all it is taking the gray piece, put it in here. Oops. I can do it right. I'm going to thread these. I'm going to Teflon tape these, by the way. So put that on like that. My video went out. There we go. So that there. Then you can just put the T on. And I'm not going to like do super tight on these. I'm just kind of showing, for example, clean these out, and then you just kind of screw this guy on. If I don't drop this, here we go. Oops, sorry, video's too high. I mean, alright, so it's probably not where it's going to go, but that's fine. And then I'm just going to take this one and put this on. And tip it up. There we go. Alright, so. Maybe like that, something like that. Alright, and then this is going to go here. Okay? So, basically, that's it. Oops, let's knock the camera over. So that's pretty much what it looks like. Union, the hose connection kit, gray piece, the T, 1.5 inch T, threaded T, and then your two ball valves, and then you just have two more adapters coming out of my screen keeps going out, so I have to keep tapping it. That's it. So that would go right onto here. Hopefully you guys can still see that. There we go. So let's just screw onto there. Enough for now. So that's it. Hopefully that doesn't put too much weight on this, on that little skimmer thing there. So that's going to be it. And then I have this here. Again, it's one of these gray things here. But this here is a, I think it's this one. It's a piece that I got at Lowe's or Home Depot. I can't remember. I think it might have been Lowe's on this one here. But all it is if I can find the packaging real quick. So it's this guy here. Screw one out, and it's there. It's Pt.1 is a part. It's an adapter. Obviously, sorry, this way. So it's just that guy. It doesn't come with this white guy. So it's just that. And did I clamp that down? I did. I clamped it down. So I'm just gonna take that off a little bit. So all it is this here. So what I did last year for the pool is I just had my hose. I just used this hose here. Well, this is the hose that comes with the pump anyway. A 59-inch hose. So I went out and bought. I got one of my hoses. Can't grab that. Got nothing to grab onto. Alright, can't get that off. Actually, I have a dislocated knuckle here, so it's kind of hard to grip it. I'm trying to heal from it still. I can't get that out because I can't grab it close enough. The clamp keeps sliding on me. Maybe get this one off. No, I can't. Oh. Sorry. Kind of a goof thing there. So this here is just a, I think they call it the adapter B. Right here. So all it is this thread right in here. It's just threaded onto this here. So this is just a clamp I have on there, but it looks like that. It's just like a rubber thing, and this kind of just goes over it. But on this summer summer waves pool I have, this doesn't really. Gotta lose all my hoses. This doesn't really clamp very well using this ring nut. So what I did is I actually backed this off, put this on, and this actually stretches out a little bit. I might actually, you can probably break these off and just use a regular hose clamp for it. So I did that last year anyway, and it worked. It held to the pool fine, and it just hooked up to the this end of the pump here without this ball valve, this hole set up in here. This is new this year. So what I'm going to try to do this year, instead of using this setup, I'm going to actually put this right onto the pool, the skimmer, and this already dry fitted it on there, and it slides right on there nicely. Just tighten this up, and now that's there. And the only other thing you got to do is just go out and get one of these. It's a 2-inch by 1.5 inch reducer, I believe it is. I want to say this was at Lowe's. Barcode number. I can't really tell if you can see that or not. Yeah, so that. But you can always dry fit them in the store. So I gave you this part number, so once you get this, you can always dry fit. So all it is that would go onto your skimmer, where the hose hose connection goes on your skimmer. Tighten that down. This just goes in here like that, fits nicely. It's right on there, and then you just clamp it, and just clamp it tight. I haven't tried this yet, so I assume this should hopefully not leak. And then all you do is now you just take one of these guys. Again, you put your you get your Teflon tape on there, and you just put that in there, and now this would come off of your skimmer on your pool. This is your other end now, and all you need is the 59-inch hose in between, or even if you have a short distance to go, you can put one of the 18-inch hoses on it, I guess, if you can find one. But that's it. This is right to your skimmer, hose. So that's all that is, and you got gave you the part numbers of everything there. And so the only other thing is now I got this set up here. I really hope this video comes out alright. Try to switch views here. Alright, so sorry. Alright, so boom. Now the only other part is this here. Obviously you're going to take a hose, which I happen to have one. Right, so this is going to now be, this is your vacuum. So you're just going to connect that to there, and then what I did for the vacuum is, so I have these, so what I did is these here is a filter hose conversion kit. Again, you can pick these up at any probably pool store, or maybe even you can get them off of Amazon. I don't know what the part number is because there's no part number really on it. The pool store has a part number, but it's just two of these in the package. That's all it is. So, boom, screw it out. Okay. So that's all it is. And then so I bought this here. It's a 2.5 inch by 1.5 inch bushing, I believe this is. So it's threaded. Again, I think I got it at Lowe's. So all you do is just screw that on. Right now traffic, so motorcycles go by here like crazy. So you just thread that on. Again, this is for your pool vacuum side of it. So, and then all you do is just take one of your gray pieces here. There's your hose connection kit. Put that in again. Put your Teflon tape on those. And now you would take your vacuum hose. Mine's kind of a, I want to say small one. It came with the pool. It's actually decent. Works pretty good. So that'll fit. I believe it goes right up to here, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe here. But screen. So that's it. So all that would be is. So you're just gonna, if I can get this all at one hand. So this end's gonna go here into that connection of that ball valve, and this will go here up to your pool. So now this would make it up to your pool, and then you can hook up your vacuum hose to it. In my case, I need it to kind of go from the ground up over the edge of the pool. So that's kind of how I'm going to get it to do that. So that's one way of hooking it up, of the vacuum side of it. And then I kind of had this as well, this guy laying around, so I wanted to have the option of having both set up, depending on which one works better. This is your barb fitting. So this will take, I think, both sizes of vacuums. I hope most people probably have. It's a, I want to say 2-inch. No, actually it just says number 2 on it, so it's not a 2-inch. Anyway, you can get these at your pool store. They have all these. And all I did here was, I can't really see the screen, so hopefully I'm getting everything in there. So I got these are actually Home Depot. I know these are. So this here is a 1.5 inch adapter. It's part number C4803-2 with HD in parentheses, and it's a 1.5 inch. And this here is a 1.5 inch adapter, part number C4803 HD in parentheses. And all this is I just took these two pieces, and you're gonna have to use some of the I think they call this doping, or a sweat it together, but it's just a 2-pack of primer and cement. Did I get that on video? I don't know. So I think that was like $8. So you're gonna prime both of these, prime it here, and then the cement part you would only put on this here, and then you would just, and I think it's quick set, so put it together and just kind of sandwich it together, let it set for like 30 seconds, and then that should be put together good. So then you would just take this here, screw this into there, into the thicker one, and then you take another one of these gray pieces, put that into this end, and now once again you have your vacuum set up. So that would go there, this would go to the vacuum over here, and so that'll give you either setup. You can do it either way. It's a barb fitting, this is non-barb, it's just a clamp. You'd use a hose clamp to hold your hose onto it. But they're very simple. Like I said, all the other videos out there I saw were seemed to me getting very complicated and cutting things, and they said, I think they were saying that it's hard to find anything that works. This was actually pretty easy. I just kind of decided going around to stores and kind of taking pieces that I knew worked and putting them with other pieces until I finally came up with this this setup. And I was going to use PVC piping, and I went out and cut a bunch of pieces of 1.5 inch pipe, and I was going to put these type of pieces together, cementing them and all that, and then I would have been probably, I don't know, 2 feet out by the time I was done. This just happened to see this at the pool store. The 2 ball valves and that T is the last one they had. So if they didn't have that, I may not have been able to put that together and figure it out that easily. But it took a lot of, like I said, tinkering, putting things together, putting different pieces together to actually come up with this final thing. And to me, it's very simple. Now, on the other part of the pump, on the sand filter, there's nothing to really show you on that. It's just all it is just hooking this up to the sand filter, and then hooking this up to the other other part of the pool, the output there. Sorry, my terminology is not good right now, but again, I might not be using this setup, because I'm going to try this setup instead. Again, it's just the Pt.1 screen on that I got at Home Depot. I think no, I'm sorry, Lowe's, because Home Depot didn't seem to have this one. They had a smaller one, so make sure you get the right one, Pt.1-215. And then you just got to get this little adapter here, 2 inch by 1.5 inch, and you should try them in the store just to make sure you're getting the right pieces. There's a bunch of different pieces, so you want to make sure you're getting the right one. You can always return them if you can grab a couple of each, and that's what I did. I kind of went through trial and error, returned a bunch of things. So again, this here is going to go on your skimmer and the output there. This will go right onto there, and then this will go into there, and then you just put one of these gray guys. Just put one of these gray guys in like so. Yeah. Alright. So you just put one of these gray guys in. It's easier if you just do it that way. And now you would have this coming out of the skimmer, and this would be in the other one. Mine happens to be an elbow coming down, so it'd be like that. And just hook your hoses up to it. So I didn't really cover that part of it because there's nothing really different about that other than using these to get you there. And like I said, other people are saying cut your liner to put a different thing in there, spray or whatever you want to call it. So I think that's about it. I just wanted to get my video out there to show people how I set it up. You might want to maybe support the weight by putting some bricks under it or something, and then put a little piece of foam pad under there, and just to support the weight, because now it is going to pull a lot of weight on there, a little bit of weight on there. So, alright, I think that's it. So you can like and comment if you want. Thank you.